Syracuse tennis is starting to become really familiar with this, the road. Fresh off a 2-game trip to California, the Orange traveled to Atlanta to face Georgia Tech, and, well, things did not go according to plan in a narrow 4-2 loss. No one was more clutch for the Orange than freshman Monica Wojcik. After going down 4-0 in set number 2, the ACC Freshman of the Week responded with a 7-5 victory. Singles matches may be 1 versus 1, but it felt like Syracuse was everywhere on their way to a 7-0 victory against Fordham. But slowly but surely, SU would come back down by 2, wide open. Deasia Fair, you cannot leave her that open, folks. Syracuse up by 1, but it would not last long. Tanaya Latson finishes and the foul. SU down by 2. Who are you gonna give it to? A different zip code. Deasia Fair, how do you do? Syracuse up by 1, and she would put the pedal to the metal. So nice, she's gonna do it twice. A step back triple. Deasia Fair, the fastest player in Syracuse's history to reach 1,000 points. FSU, last breath, 20 seconds left, would put up a triple. Carly Vejas's miss, rebounded by Sophie Burrows, and Syracuse holds on. 79-73 in a game for the ages.
Biggest reason behind that?
Yeah, there's been a few main reasons. You're right, Adam. 1 and 3 in matches decided by 2 or fewer points. And there's one big reason for me. It's the doubles point. Kind of like your mom in the morning without her cup of coffee.
Oh.
Just struggled out of the gate.
Oh.
Syracuse 2-7 when losing the doubles point. How about this? 6-0 when taking that opening point. So, to be fair, it's been absolutely instrumental out of the gate that Syracuse has had to win this doubles point, just has not been able to get over that hump. It was an all-out brawl as Syracuse took down Utica 1-0. Just 5 minutes in, the first punches were thrown, the first of 7 unnecessary penalties. And it's no wonder these two squads hit each other so much. The two sides have played a total of 11 times. No more physical than this one tonight. In college football, Vanderbilt took down first-ranked Alabama for the first time since 1984. This comes just a couple of weeks after ex-Bama head coach Nick Saban said, quote, "The only place that isn't hard to play at in the SEC is Vanderbilt." Way to jinx your team, coach. Way to go. You mentioned 8 missed threes. It didn't start out that way. You know, he goes 3 for 5. To start the game. It looked like we were watching a different Starling, and then he got a little overzealous. Starling started to think he was Steph, and Starling ain't Steph. Starling drives to the basket, and JJ didn't take a shot inside the three-point line until a few minutes left in the second half. Coming into today's contest, Syracuse tennis was red hot, winning 7 straight matches. But in today's game against number 3 North Carolina, the Orange were ice cold in a 4-0 loss to the Tar Heels. Syracuse loses its 15th straight against UNC. For SU head coach Eunice Lamam, there were still some positives to take away from the tough loss.
We always ask ourselves the question, how was our effort, attitude, enthusiasm, and I think we've done those 3 things. I think the disappointment was the result.
The Orange lost all but 1 set against the Tar Heels and remain winless all time. Another team Syracuse has never beaten is number 10 Duke. The Blue Devils come to Drumlins this Sunday at 1 p.m. It would be the Orange's 2nd ACC win of the season. Reporting from Drumlins, I'm Drew Albaugh, Citrus TV. Jake Paul won by unanimous decision, Charlie, and the primary reason for that, it was one thing: age. Mike Tyson is 58 years old. 58, I mean, he's old enough to be my grandpa. And he was acting like my grandpa for a lot of it there. He was slow, couldn't throw a lot of punches, and it ended up Jake Paul winning it. The 31-year age difference between the two boxers, the largest age difference in the history of boxing. A big reason for that, it's illegal in 49 states to have more than a 10-year age difference. The one state where it's not illegal, you guessed it, Texas, and this fight, it was held in Dallas. Kirk Herbstreit's golden retriever named Ben died at age 10 due to cancer last weekend. Ben would travel with Kirk across the country as his therapy dog to help him with the loneliness that comes with traveling every weekend. The golden retriever was diagnosed with leukemia and lymphoma in March. Ben meant so much to both America and Kirk. But to truly understand just how special of a dog he was, let's hear from the man himself.
The warmth they give us that never goes away.
so neither will Ben. This man's best friend, who became America's best friend.
Truly a heartwarming story that once again shows why sports is so important and unites so many people. Rest in peace, Ben.
One of many things that's been happening.
Right, and Ryan, that's part of the Champion Cuse, the $50 million initiative started by John Wildhack to try to get people to donate to Syracuse. $20 million of those dollars would go to NIL. The other 30 would go to coaches' salaries and to upgrade facilities.
What can $8 billion get you? It could buy you Syracuse University 4 times, 800,000 Model 3 Teslas, or my personal favorite, 4 billion Krispy Kreme donuts. What you couldn't buy, though, is the New York Yankees. The Bronx Bombers, valued at $8.2 billion, is the first MLB team crossing the $8 billion threshold. And they struggled. This was the largest score discrepancy in over 10 years in the Super Bowl. It's really surprising, but what wasn't surprising was the halftime show.
Yeah.
Electric stuff from Kendrick Lamar, the most watched halftime show and the most watched Super Bowl ever. 129 million viewers.
Referee puts the ball in between the two sticks. Anticipation starts to fill the dome. The season opener, one whistle away. At the Block S, Syracuse in all white, UAlbany in all purple. Referee making sure the two sticks are parallel. Steps aside, blows her whistle. The ball is lassoed up into the air, battled around, and scooped up by Alexa Vogelman for Syracuse.
Really key for Syracuse to be good on the draw control, losing out on Kate Mashesky.
Moving the other way, it's Olsen, passes to Ward at X, dancing around, looking for an option like a quarterback and a slash.
She's holding at her hand right at X. Emma Ward trying to shake off what that contact was.
It was Courtney Rowe on the violation. Ward gets things moving. Passes it around the clock, left side, and another whistle is blown.
Shooting space violation against UAlbany.
It's going to be a free position for Alexa Vogelman. The sophomore who didn't play last year. Can she get things going? Runs, shoots, scores! The first of many. Goal number 1 for Alexa Vogelman, and more importantly, goal number 1 for Syracuse women's lacrosse in the season 2025. Cuse on top, 1-0, just a couple minutes in.
Alexa Vogelman was the top recruit before she tore her ACL a couple years ago. 5-star, looked very confident on that free possession, charged towards goal and just laced it into the left side of the net. There was no chance for UAlbany. You know, you got to stay composed if you're the Great Danes. You can't get up all these free positions against Syracuse because they'll take advantage.
Vogelman, patience is a virtue, and you see it there. The slow walk into the attacking 8, and my goodness, just slots it home for her first career goal. It's Paisley Cook now at the center circle, going to take the draw for UAlbany. Sticking with Megan Rode for Syracuse. At the Block S logo, both players in a squatted position. Syracuse 1 for 1 on the day.
Interesting substitution from UAlbany very early, taking out their key player in Haley Felinas.
Whistle's blown, the ball is batted all around. Syracuse looks like they're going to come up with it, and they do. It's Megan Rode. She tosses left side, working it around. Passes to Adamson at X, searching, looking, finds a cutting Alexa Vogelman, but the ball scoots away. That one whistled past the outstretched stick of Vogelman, bounces out of the sideline, and UAlbany will take over.
First touch of the year for Olivia Adamson, perhaps some nerves right away, but like we said, she's the anchor of this team. Look for her to be such an impact player, especially around the crease at near side GLE. That's where she likes to work.
Syracuse on the ride. UAlbany is still not cleared quite yet. It's Kiyomaru Schindler inside her own half. Passes it to Emma Weaver. She muscles her way into the attacking third, and finally, it's a clear for the Great Danes. The first attacking possession for UAlbany.
Hounding defense from Syracuse. Melina Collars pushing her way up against UAlbany's player at the top of the 12.
Michaela Mooney at the 12 towards the right side. Passes to the left. It's Torkoff looking around, balls on the ground, and Syracuse comes up with it. Coco Vanderveer on the play. moving the other way. It's Syracuse cruising into the attacking third. Vogelman passes, left side, shoots, scores! Sam DeVito! Her first goal in orange puts Syracuse on top 2-0. Just 3 minutes in to the contest.